Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. Big NFL slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 22.4K subs. So hit that subscribe button, get those likes up, and check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promos with FanDuel. Bet 5, get 200 bonus bets guaranteed, and you get a free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket. Take advantage of that, guys. Sunday Ticket's expensive. Been awesome. I've been using the trial. Get to watch a red zone and watch all your favorite games. So yeah, go take advantage. DraftKings has other good promos too. Also, if you guys like betting player props, especially for NFL, go and check out Underdog Fantasy in the description below. They have a CD Lamb 0.5 yards free square today, or free leg. So take advantage of that. They pretty much have been having those every single weekend. So a good way to, build a nice 2-3 teamer and get some nice wins. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Week 2 of the NFL, starting with the Cleveland Browns versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 41.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 0-1. Yeah, Cleveland. What to say about their, losing 33-17 against Dallas? They looked a mess. Deshaun Watson looked horrible. The offense looked horrible. The defense really couldn't get any stops. The defense will get better. The offense is kind of what I'm worried about. No David Njoku today for Cleveland. Cleveland is 4-2 on the road against Jacksonville. Jacksonville, kind of a disappointing game. They blew that game against Miami. I don't know. To me, this just feels like a trap game for the Jags. People are probably going to be all over the Jags based on what they saw from the Browns. And I totally understand that, but I don't know. Browns defense, I think, will be decent. I think we get much better offensive play from the Browns today. I think Deshaun is going to have a better game. Last week was just absolutely horrible, and Dallas' D was great, and I don't think the Jaguars' D is going to be that great. I'm liking the points with the Browns. I think everyone's all over the Jags today. I think Browns can come into Jacksonville and get a nice win on the road. Offense should be much better than we saw last week. Gonna buy a half a point and give me the Browns plus 3.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Green Bay Packers. Colts opening up as a 2.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 40.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 0-1. Colts losing a tough one against Houston 29-27. And the Packers, they lost a tough one against the Eagles 34-29. Pretty much the big news here is no Jordan Love. Malik Willis going to get the start. Malik Willis has been very bad. When he was with the Titans, he was very bad. That's why he was benched. That's why he's with the Packers now. He was not good. Very bad on the field. The Colts 4-1 against the Packers. 8-2 covering against the Packers, where they were really good. Yeah. First game, Colts looked really good. Anthony Richardson looked really good. I mean, he had some monster throws down the field, like some of the best throws all week. Offense looked good. Run game looked good. Everything looked pretty good. Defensively, not the greatest, but Packers, they're going to need their defense to really step up this game for them to honestly have a chance. And Malik Willis just has to play decent. Malik Willis struggles. It's going to be rough for the Packers, but from what I saw, with Jordan Love, this will be different. Packers will probably be the favorites at home. But yeah, I like what I saw from that Colts offense. That was very encouraging. Give me the Colts minus 2.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Carolina Panthers. Chargers opening up as a 5-point road favorite with the over-under at 39. Chargers coming into this matchup 1-0. The Panthers 0-1. Chargers, yeah, they look good in their opener, beating the Raiders 22-10. Look, it's like a rebuild year for the Chargers under Harbaugh. Nice win. The offense looked really good. They were able to run the ball very well. I think Dobbins had like 100 about like 150 yards rushing. I mean, man, run game looked really good. And didn't have to lean on Herbert too much. He didn't have to throw all that much. The run game was very good. This Charger team, they want to run the ball, and I think they're going to do it. And man, what to say against the Panthers? They lost 47-10. Bryce Young looked horrible. The offense was horrible. The defense was even worse. I mean, giving up 47 points is pretty insane. 3-game stretch. The 2 games last season, they gave up 0. They didn't score the last 2 games of the season. They put up 10. Offense is definitely a big struggle. Chargers D is gonna have a field day. Chargers D was good last week, holding the Raiders to 10 points. That pass rush is going to be all over. Bosa and Mack are going to be all over the Panthers here because that O-line's bad. Yeah, there's just no way I can trust the Panthers after losing 47-10. Chargers, they're going to run the ball against the Panthers and run it down their throat. Give me the Chargers -5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens opening up as an 8.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 41.5. Vegas coming into this matchup 0-1. The Raiders also 0-1. Raiders, yeah, disappointing loss against the Chargers, 22-10. Baltimore, yeah, coming off a tough loss against the Chiefs. I expect a big bounce back from Baltimore here. They're 7-1 covering at home against Vegas. Vegas 1-7 on the road, 4-12 against Baltimore. They really struggled against Baltimore. And our Raiders look bad. Minshew didn't look good. Offense was very bad. Baltimore, played as good as you could play against the Chiefs. They just couldn't get it in the end. You know, you saw what happened in that Chiefs game. Yeah, I like the Ravens. I think they get a nice one at home. I think Lamar's going to run all over the Raiders D. Give me Baltimore -8.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. Washington opening up as a 1.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 0-1. Giants just an abysmal performance in week 1, coming off a 28-6 loss against Minnesota. Washington coming off a 37-20 loss against Tampa Bay. Yeah, this is an ugly matchup here. The positives for Washington, Jane Daniels looked good. I mean, he ran the ball well, 2 rushing touchdowns. You know, the offense will be a work in progress. Putting up 20 points, though, hey, this is what it is. He was pretty decent. Didn't look that bad. Looked pretty good. Giants, on the other hand, Daniel Jones, absolutely horrible. I mean, his pick sixes, the offense, there was just 0 offense for them. Yeah, the Giants, the numbers, they've been very good against Washington. They're 8-2-1 against Washington here, but from what I've seen from Daniel Jones, I just can't trust it, especially on the road. I think Jaden Daniels is going to run all over this defense here. Yeah, then run game, they're going to run all over them. I just can't trust the Giants. That's all it is. Washington looked pretty good on offense. They were able to score last week. That wasn't the problem. Defensively, they weren't that great, but offensively, they were good. I had those concerns about the Giants on both ends. Give me the Commanders money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the New York Jets versus the Tennessee Titans. Jets opening up as a 3.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 41. Jets coming into this matchup 0-1. Titans also 0-1. Jets coming off a bad loss against the Niners, 32-19. Tennessee, they're coming off a Chicago loss, 24-17, a game they really blew there. I expect a big bounce back from the Jets. The offense didn't look horrible last. The offense looked fine for the Jets. They just weren't able to stay on the field, and they were playing defense pretty much all game. I expect a much better defensive performance from the Jets. They're 8-4 against the Titans, 10-2 covering against the Titans, 6-2 covering on the road against the Titans. Yeah, I expect a big bounce back today. Gonna buy a point. Give me the Jets -2.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas opening up as a 6.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 46.5. Saints coming into this matchup 1-0. Dallas also 1-0. Um, yeah, what a win for the Saints. I mean, you can't disregard the win they had. 47 points against Carolina, dominated them. Dallas, they're coming off a 33-17 dominating win against the Browns. The Saints, they're 10-4 against Dallas. 10-5 covering against Dallas. They've been very good against Dallas. Dallas, though, 16-1 at home, where they've been dominant. This one's tough because you're catching the Saints coming off of an amazing game, but man, I really like Dallas at home. Um, they just are dominant at home here. The defense, they're gonna Saints gonna face a much different defense than they saw last week. This defense is gonna give Derek Carr a lot of problems. The pass rush is gonna be good with Micah Parsons. I like Dallas though. At home, saw them big win last week. They're dominant at home. I mean the Cowboys -6.5 in money line in this one. Next matchup, we've got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. 49ers opening up as a 4.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 46.5. 49ers coming into this matchup 1-0. The Vikings also 1-0. 49ers coming off a big Jets win 32-19. Minnesota coming off a big Giants win 28-6. No Christian McCaffrey, but I will say Jordan Mason looked dominant in week 1. So they're going to run the ball very well. Yeah, San Francisco 0-7 on the road against Minnesota. That might be why you see this line pretty low, because man, I do think you're getting San Francisco at a value today. Defensively, they're going to play very well. Yeah, I'm liking the Niners here. Brock Purdy looked great. Offense looked great. Defense pretty much shut down the Jets here. I think the defense is probably going to do about the same for the Vikings here. Yeah, I think you're getting the Niners at a value today. They haven't been able to win in Minnesota. That's why that line is the way it is. But yeah, I think they're going to get their win on the road today. Give me the Niners -4.5 in money line in this one. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Seattle opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 38.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-0. Seattle coming off a 26-20 win against Denver. Patriots, they're coming off a 16-10 win against Cincinnati. Nice win for the Patriots. Everyone counting them out. Defensively, they're going to be very tough this year. And they played very good D last week. Pretty much shutting down, locking up Burrow. And might potentially be able to do that again today with Geno Smith here. The Patriots, the numbers aren't amazing here head to head. Seattle 8-3 against New England, 4-1 covering against the Patriots. I will say I'm very intrigued with the Patriots at home, getting some plus points here. They were able to run the ball last week. They're probably going to run the ball a lot. And I don't know. The Seahawks looked fine. Nothing crazy. But, oh yeah, and also no Kenneth Walker. So that's a big loss for them. And I'm like at the Patriots. I didn't think I'd be going for the Patriots this much this season. But what I saw in week 1, man, if they're going to play like that defensively, at home here, getting a field goal and a half, or getting a field goal at home, yeah, I'm going to buy a half a point. The Patriots +3.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Detroit Lions. Detroit opening up as a 7.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 51.5. The Bucs coming into this matchup 1-0. Detroit also 1-0. Tampa Bay coming off a big Washington win, 37-20. Baker Mayfield coming off a great day, and yeah, they played very well. Detroit coming off an overtime win against the Rams. Yeah, a lot of injuries for this Detroit secondary and defense here. They're missing a lot of guys. Tampa Bay, a big win. They're 7-3 on the road against Detroit here. They've been good against Detroit. And man, I'm liking the points with the Bucs. I mean, these are two good teams. Bucs are a good team. Offense looked really good. Defense looked really good. Getting 7.5 on the road here. I don't know. Feeling a little disrespected with that line. 7.5. Baker lit it up in week 1. Yeah, give me the Bucs plus 7.5 today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as a 1-point home favorite with the over-under at 48. Both teams coming into this matchup 0-1. The Rams coming off a tough Detroit loss. They didn't get the ball in overtime, so that just is what it is. I think it's a very dumb rule. Arizona, they're coming off a tough Buffalo loss. They played well. They were actually up early and ended up blowing that game. The Rams 5-1 covering against Arizona, 9-0 covering on the road against Arizona here, and they're 13-2 against Arizona. I think Rams are a good dog today, coming off a loss. Yeah, no Puka Nacua, but you saw what Cooper Kupp did. Cooper Kupp looked dominant last week. Yeah, Cardinals didn't get Marvin Harrison involved at all. The offense looked good. Cardinals look good. Rams look good too. But getting plus money for the Rams, they've been dominant against Arizona. I think I got to take the Rams money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs opening up as a 5.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 48. Bengals coming into this matchup 0-1. The Chiefs 1-0. Cincinnati, disappointing loss against New England. They had nothing going on offensively. Then you got the Chiefs. They're coming off a big Ravens win. No T. Higgins. No injuries for the Chiefs here. Cincinnati 7-3 against the Chiefs. They've been good head-to-head with the Chiefs right now. 7-0 dating back to last season. 7-0 covering the spread here. I mean, if you want to, Burrow's been good against the Chiefs. But man, what we saw in week 1, Burrow got an injury with his hand. He did not look good. He does not look like the Burrow that's going to come into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. Couldn't do nothing against the Patriots last week. And Kansas City, they look awesome. I don't know how they're going to stop Xavier Worthy. He's really going to stretch the field for him. Yeah, if Burrow didn't look like total crap last week, I would consider them, but missing weapons. Jamar Chase didn't look that good. The vibes are just off for the Bengals here. Yeah, give me the Chiefs minus 5.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Denver Broncos. Pittsburgh opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 36.5. Pittsburgh coming into this matchup 1-0. Denver 0-1. Pittsburgh, yeah, it looks like Justin Fields going to be the starter again with Russell Wilson hurt. Pittsburgh winning played is crazy. They did not score a touchdown and won last week against Atlanta. All field goals. 6 field goals for Pittsburgh. I mean, probably won't happen again. That was kind of crazy. Denver losing a tough one to Seattle, 26-20. Not the greatest game from Bo Nix. It's Bo Nix starting. It's going to be a work in progress offensively. But Pittsburgh, they got the win. They ran pretty well, but the big issue with Pittsburgh was quarterback play. Fields didn't really throw the ball down the field much. They didn't get a touchdown. I mean, at least Denver, they got touchdowns. Pittsburgh couldn't get it into the end zone, which is concerning. You like the scoring opportunities, but if you're Pittsburgh, you're hoping you can convert half of those into touchdowns at least. Denver 5-1 against Pittsburgh right now. I'm buying the point. I don't know. Denver sneaky at home. People are probably, on Pittsburgh just because Bo Nix didn't look amazing, but I don't know. On the road, give me Broncos plus 3.5 at home today. Then the last matchup, we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. Houston opening up as a 6.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 45.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-0. Bears, what a comeback win in their opener, beating Tennessee 24-17. Wasn't offensively, it was defensively. They got the touchdowns, they got the stops because offensively, Chicago didn't look good on offense. I know it was week one. You can't really overreact. It was week one. Rookie quarterback Caleb Williams threw for what, like 90 yards. It wasn't ideal offensively. Houston though, uh, looked great in the opener. Offense looked awesome. Defense, getting lit up a bit. But yeah, CJ Stroud, that offense looked great. Joe Mixon, 30 plus carries. I mean, he was dominant. The offense was amazing, and that's going to be a problem for Chicago here. They're just 2-11 on the road. A horrible road team last year. 2-4 against Houston. 1-4-1 covering against Houston here. Yeah, Chicago. Roma Dunze questionable. Keenan Allen. Looks like Keenan Allen's good to go. Yeah, you're hoping more from this offense because Williams didn't look great, Didn't look great. And it's going to be tough, I think, for them to keep. I don't think they're going to get those turnovers and a defensive touchdown like they did last week against the Titans. I don't think you're going to see that today. Titans just looked really good offensively. I think the defense, they'll be a lot better. I got to take the Texans here. They just look so good in week one. Titans really are that bad. That's why the Bears beat them. I just don't think we're going to get that defensive. I think Chicago Bears are going to have a good D this season. It's going to be tough to stop this Texans offense, though. Even the Texans -6.5 and money line at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.